I intend to resign.
Prime Minister Trudeau no more. More and more leaders are audaciously demanding that Justin Trudeau resign as Prime Minister, a stunning twist that reveals the crumbling support within his own party. This tidal wave of pressure has reached a boiling point, with Jagmeet Singh, the leader of Canada's New Democratic Party, dramatically calling for Trudeau's exit just last month.
People are having a very hard time paying for groceries. Young people can't find affordable housing. And beyond that, we have the threat of Trump's tariffs. And that's putting hundreds of thousands of jobs in Canada in danger. And instead of dealing with issues that are important for Canadians, the Prime Minister is dealing with fighting in his own party. It's clear that the Prime Minister cannot continue. Will he resign today? Yes or no?
Mr. Speaker, the NDP leader is absolutely right. This cannot continue. This Prime Minister cannot go on like this. Housing costs have doubled. Food bank use has doubled. The debt has doubled. Gun crime has doubled. And now we face troubling tariff threats from a president who can see weakness coming from a mile away. The Prime Minister must leave this job, but there's only one person who can remove him, and that's the leader of the NDP. Will he put the country ahead of his pension?
On Monday, Trudeau is expected to make a long-awaited announcement regarding his resignation as leader of the Liberal Party. 3 independent sources have leaked that this decision is being driven by an impending caucus revolt, along with a catastrophic slump in public approval that starkly indicates Trudeau and his party are staring down the barrel of electoral annihilation at the hands of Pierre Poilievre's Conservatives. While the exact timing of this bombshell announcement remains shrouded in uncertainty, there's an unmistakable urgency for Trudeau to make his escape before the crucial Liberal caucus meeting on Wednesday. The Globe and Mail, which is cleverly concealing the identities of its sources, strikes at the heart of the chaotic atmosphere, exposing Trudeau's desperation to act decisively and avoid the humiliation of being ousted by his own MPs. Now the Liberal Party's national executive faces the Herculean task of finding a suitable successor to Trudeau. There's a palpable air of confusion swirling about whether he will jump ship immediately or stubbornly cling to the Prime Minister's seat until a replacement is firmly under his thumb. Whispers among party insiders hint at the necessity of appointing an interim leader, with Alberta Liberal George Chahal sounding this alarm in a letter to his caucus last week. The stakes couldn't be higher. The party stands at a crossroads with 2 potential routes, either appointing an interim leader through national caucus recommendation or kicking off a truncated leadership contest. Yet, the procedural hurdles loom large. A leadership contest would require Trudeau to beseech Governor-General Mary Simon to prorogue Parliament, a maneuver fraught with constitutional peril. The waters become murkier as Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc is allegedly eyeing the interim leadership role himself, a move seen as a double-edged sword, since he's also poised to throw his hat into the leadership ring. Trudeau's advisors are deep in the weeds, strategizing how he might cling to power without surrendering control, particularly as he faces the incoming Trump administration and the looming threat of severe tariffs. An insider candidly reveals the shocking reality. The leadership race could drag on for at least 3 excruciating months, a timeline that could lead to rash, ill-conceived decisions. The national executive appears painfully aware of the historical absurdity. No sitting prime minister has ever voluntarily given up leadership in such a dogged fashion. To add to the impending drama, a critical vote on supply is scheduled for March 28th, further complicating the party's ability to navigate this stormy leadership crisis. The urgency is palpable as Trudeau has mostly remained silent since Chrystia Freeland's shocking resignation as finance minister, an exit that amplified the mounting calls for his departure. Freeland's exit, driven by her outrage over alleged spending gimmicks and doubts about the administration's seriousness in tackling potential Trump tariffs, has left many Liberal MPs seething and crying out for change. The Atlantic, Ontario, and Quebec Party caucuses have turned up their voices, openly rebelling against Trudeau's leadership, representing a staggering majority of 131 out of the Liberals' 153 seats in the House of Commons. This revolt signals a significant crack within the party, as Trudeau faces the grim reality of his waning support. As discussions heat up around potential successors, such as Freeland LeBlanc, former Housing Minister Sean Fraser and others, Trudeau's grip on power is becoming increasingly tenuous. The polling landscape is a chilling reflection of the desperation. Under Trudeau's command, support for the Liberals languishes at a pathetic 13%, while a potential leadership change could see support jump to a more palatable 21% under Freeland, according to a recent Angus Reid survey. The winds of change are howling fiercely, and Trudeau's stranglehold on power looks more fragile by the minute. With a political earthquake looming on the horizon, the Liberal Party finds itself at a critical juncture, aching for new leadership and a reinvigorated vision that resonates with the Canadian electorate. The burning question remains: will Trudeau finally step aside, or will he desperately clutch the last flickering embers of his power amidst the growing outcry for his resignation? So, what do you think? Do you think Trudeau will step down, or will he try and hold on to his position until he completely destroys Canada? Update! Just as I was finishing up this video, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that he will be stepping down. Watch the video we've all been waiting for.
This morning, I advised the Governor-General that we need a new session of Parliament. She has granted this request, and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this content, let us also know by smashing that like button. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, we'd really appreciate it if you did. Thanks for watching, and see you all in the next video. Cheers!